Oh, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the shop. Happy Sunday. Oh, I love these. I look forward to these every time. And my goodness, it's a glorious Sunday. Last night, so this tropical storm is hitting the coast of California. And last night we got awesome thunderstorms. It's like just sitting outside. It was late and actually kind of early. And just watching the lightning just race across the sky, hearing thunder. I just feel energized, no pun intended, but just feel deeply energized by lightning and thunder. God, so much fun. But I hope you're all having a tremendous day. Just gotta get everything in order here. Oh yeah. Hi, how you doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for being here with me. Glorious, very humid. Very good. I'm not used to humidity. It's usually very dry here. So yeah, I'm kind of shiny today. That's new. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Moons. I'm doing terrific. Just wrapped things up with the tea time on Patreon. So much fun. We actually covered a brilliant subject. First of all, we all covered a whole lot of subject matters as usual. But one of the ones that I really forget about, that I cherish, came up this morning. And it's about, like the old saying, what is it? The old adage of, childhood is wasted on children. And I was thinking, it's like, God, it's so important when you get into adulthood, when you're a grown-ass person, to play. To just play, find joy in something, to get inspired and passionate, enthusiastic about something hopefully ridiculous. Oh, it's the best. So like for me, that's Dungeons and Dragons, right? I get to get around with my best pals, eat and drink like kings, and tell a story. A ridiculous story. A story that just we'll share for the rest of our lives together. It's so important to play. And I guess my question to you, how do you still play? And if you don't, how do you plan on playing starting right now? Because play is so intrinsic to humanity, to our souls. I feel like the whole adulthood thing is a little bit of BS. I like to think that, we get that kind of pummeled out of us, as kids. When we're born the way we are, the way we should be is, being able to kind of play and, we learn responsibilities, we learn discipline, all that good stuff, very important stuff. But at the same time, we can't lose the sense of play. I don't know, am I just crazy? Am I just some type of wacky dreamer? I don't know. Let me know in the comments here. What do you think? What is your opinion on play? I did an escape room. Oh, yeah, backpack locks on different openings, wooden area. Oh my gosh, I love a good escape room. Yes, Scout, absolutely. A good escape room is great because it challenges your problem-solving abilities. This is a good reminder. Yes, it is. Play is pummeled out of you. Yeah, it's just grinded from you. Oh, I just read it right. Stories. Yes. Ignore the world. Yeah, escapism is a sense of play. Diving into a book is absolutely rebellion of your soul. Absolutely. Go. You guys are going to get me all fired up about this. I'm coming from tea time, so I'm pumped. Yeah, and if you're ever curious about that, it's in the link tree, all that stuff. But it's through the Patreon. It's great. I think it's not just play, but capturing the feeling of wonder and awe. Boom. Way to nail it. Isn't this a cool mug? It's like my favorite things. What did I miss? Apex. We're already going down the deep end. We're already diving in. We're talking about that sense of play, buddy. Yeah, we were just in tea time together. And at the beginning, someone nailed it, talking about that sense of play. I do also play video games. Video games are great. Like for instance, on the studio Minecraft server, thanks to Terry and Terry and Jenna, oh my gosh, what was it? It was Apex and I. We were like sneaking around, just super terrified in the caves. Anyways, there's a thing called the Warden, and he's terrifying. And him and I were like whispering to each other as we were trying to escape his clutches. Speaking of play, that brought me to joy. That brought me to those feelings of like hide and go seek, when you're like hiding underneath something and then the person walks right by you and you're filled with so much joy of like, oh, I might get caught. It's the best. It's the best. So I think everyone think about where your sources of play come from. It could be books, it could be drawing, it could be movies, video games, anything. But I think we gotta really, and especially in this day and age, really gotta fight for that sense of play. Because the world will try to strip it from you. You know? Oh, I need to trim my beard. It's getting a little bushy. I'm getting a little wild on you guys. Tree's going great. It's funny, when it comes to my grooming, I realize what stage of a project I'm in, right? Towards the end, I just kind of let myself go and just put everything into the project. I feel like I'm missing comments, darn it. Play is important. Jerry, yes, play is important. Balance between the responsibilities is the tough part. Jerry, 100%. Because it can't all be play. You have bills to pay. You got responsibilities. You might have offspring, But it's just so important to keep that for yourself. Like when I'm in the shop, I'm trying to play. My escape is building new projects. Terry, 100%. Brooks, that I have never done. Building new jigs and building banjo segmented potties. That's cool. Read more than is probably healthy. I don't think there's any such thing. But I think what helps is having like a book club or a group of pals that you're able to kind of like, hey, friends. I really enjoy if I'm reading a book. The few times I am, I can't sit still long enough to read a book. So whenever I do, I love to have people that I'm reading it with, because then that book jumps out of the pages, out of my imagination, and then we can discuss it in real life. You're bringing this tale into real life. You know what I mean? And you're bonding over it. They might have a take on a character that you didn't think about. And I love that. It's cool to hear people's opinions of the same exact story because they're always going to be different. It's very cool stuff. But what are you guys doing? What do you guys do for play? What are you passionate about? I've been power washing for 2 days. Oh, that's what a soothing thing. Afternoon, Troy. Absolutely. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. It's good to see you all. I love these. These are a lot of fun. Well, it's just nice to sit down and just kind of bond a little bit. Sit still and bond for a minute. It's hard to do. It's real hard to do. And I think it's getting harder and harder. Ooh, Samuel, martial arts when I'm bored. That's cool. All I can think about is like from Step Brothers. Do you want to do karate in the garage? This is the closest I have had to friends in a long time. Oh, well, you're welcome at the table. You are absolutely a friend here. My father was and is still wondering, always pointing out that little wonderful things during a walk. Yes, telling stories. It's those little wonderful things. And they're in front of all of us, and everyone can see them. But I feel like it requires a lot of, almost self-discipline to try and capture them, to try and see, to really see. Here's a thought. So do you guys ever, this happens to me all the time, when you're driving along and all of a sudden you snap to and you're like, wow, the last 20 miles is a blur. Like I don't even remember anything in the last 30 minutes. What has even happened? Because you're there, but you're not really there. And I feel like capturing the magic of the world is an act of rebellion, really, of being utterly in the moment, being very present and focusing on the little things that actually capture your imagination. You know, in this day and age where we're not very much rewarded for that, we're highway hypnosis. Jerry, you sound like you know all about that. Try it. Try it and try to notice as many things as you can. Like, okay, so let's say you're sitting in your room right now. You're sitting in your room. Look around you and think about the story of an object that's in your proximity. Like I can think like that. There's a coffin hoist right there that has a story, a long story. It has to do with kindness. It has to do with a lot of generosity, a lot of history. Like that was my great-grandfather's that some random guy had, and he gave it to me because he thought I should have it. It's this cool aluminum coffin hoist. Here, I'll grab it. What the hell am I doing? You know, it's this old school coffin hoist from like the 1940s. It's cool. And it's neat to kind of glance at something and tell yourself the story of that object. A what hoist? Coffin. The spelling is here somewhere. Yeah, coffin. Might be backwards for you all. There you are. Coffin hoist. But, yeah, not coffin. As much as I love to be in the macabre, it's not that. But it's just good to it's a good practice of wonder. You know? How much, I hope you are all as well. Dude, Mountain Wolf Smithing, yeah, we're doing great, partner. Hope you are too. You know, it's just, just look around. It's easy to ignore your surroundings. It's very easy to do. It's hard to focus on as many things as you possibly can. Tell yourself a story. You know, I don't remember your username, I'm so sorry. But when you're talking about your father, how they, it sounds magical, by the way. But when you're on a walk, they'll tell you stories and point cool things out. That's an art form. That's an art form. That was once a trade, by the way. That was once a place to belong in a village, a town, was your local storyteller. You know, and that was their job. They didn't have TV. You know, they didn't have radio or anything like that. So they would entertain each other through music or stories. And you would have your local storyteller. Do you guys remember that old show? It was I think it was a public access TV show, or maybe it was BBC. I have no idea. It was called The Storyteller. And it was there was a line in the intro. It was the best place by the fire. Bards, living bards, yes. Orators. You know, the best place by the fire is reserved for the storyteller. And there are current storytellers. You know, now they're influencers, I guess. But, you know, awaken your inner storyteller. Yeah. YouTube has storytellers. That's cool. I need to look that up. That'd be a fun thing to go to sleep to. And I still haven't forgot. I'll tell you guys a story. We'll have to do that someday. Do a live, and I'll tell you all a story. But I love stories. I grew up around a campfire my entire life, around a bunch of wacky aunts and uncles, you know, and just they're all very charismatic. And I don't know, that's probably where I have learned to tell stories and try to really inspire people. But there's nothing like them. And I feel like storytelling is an act of being very observant and just passionate about things, impressionable by the splendor around us. It's the coolest. I'm missing comments, I'm sorry. I live in a fisher town. Oh, Sammy, that's cool. And I was young, I danced at old sea songs. Oh, that's awesome. Have you ever picked up a hot piece of steel without gloves? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, but you build up a certain level of tolerance. Hot steel, real hot steel, is not that bad. It'll burn the crap out of you, but what's really bad is dark heat, without color, without, if you touched this rod and it was glowing red or yellow hot, it'd be slippery. Because what's happening is the steam The oils in your skin are dancing just like on a blanket of steam, like on a pillow. It's just slippery. It's weird. You would think that really hot steel would burn you worse. I mean, technically it would. But yeah, you're dancing on a pillow of steam. But if this thing was about like 800 degrees or so, and it's dark and you can't tell if it's hot just by looking at it, you touch this thing, it's sticky. And all of a sudden it just grabs onto you and it burns the dickens out of you. Yeah, so colder steel burns you worse than real hot steel. It's kind of interesting, right? Yes, many times. But you learn to not do that. Can't wait to get my workshop finished. Oh, I can't wait for you either. Building things like a nonstick pan. Oh, absolutely. Totally correct. Yeah, no pain, no gain. Yeah, 100%. Grace is here. We were sharing tea time this morning together. How fun. Going forward in life. Oh, absolutely. Isn't that interesting? It's weird. Yeah, and actually, you know what the worst burn is? One of the worst burns is, okay, so the reason you rarely see me wearing gloves, because plus I like to be able to like feel the material, I like to handle the material, and I like to be very intimate. Okay, don't take this out of context, but I like to be very intimate with the material, right? I want to be able to feel it. But when you're wearing a pair of gloves, you're not feeling that immediate, like, ooh, that's hot. You'll grab onto it. And then what will happen is it'll make this whole glove hot, and then it's cooking you inside, and then you're trying to get this damn thing off your fingers. But actually the way worse one, there's another level, is if this is wet. If this glove gets wet, let's say you're quenching something, it happens a lot, you get this glove wet, or if you're trying to hold on to something, get some grip out of it, and what will happen is you'll grab onto a piece of steel and it'll steam, flash steam the inside of your glove, and it'll burn the absolute heck out of you. And it is not a pretty sight. Like stuff starts peeling off. And what's also very interesting, sorry, I didn't mean to go down the rabbit hole of burn management, but another thing is it'll continue to burn for like an hour afterwards. It'll continue to cook. So you have to like hold on to an ice cube, a bag of frozen peas, or ice cold beer. You're just holding on to it for dear life. Ooh, I have had some oil burns. Oh yes, those are bad. Flash steamed, yes. That doesn't sound appetizing. It depends. If it's dumplings, ooh, arguable. Now I want dim sum. I've had both of those, not nice, yes. And what's good is, one of my favorite things about communicating, about sharing the space together, is that we get to share experiences. There's nothing like there's many things like it, but it's a really wonderful feeling when someone's describing something that you have also experienced and they've had the same experience, as a reaction. You're like, oh, you feel very seen, It's like, yeah, that does suck actually, or that is amazing, I love that feeling. That's how we connect as human beings. Only you could talk about flesh steaming with your own flesh and crave dim sum. Hey, I'm a hungry man. I just got done just plowing some tacos. That's one of my favorite meal prep things, is I'll make this huge, pot stickers. Oh, dumplings. Ooh, yum. Buns. Oh, yeah. Now I'm starving. But yeah, I'll make a huge thing of vegetable tacos with black beans and just all sorts of goodies. And I'll make a ton of it. It's almost like a kitchen sink sort of a situation. It's all about your spices. It's all about your spices. You can't say that on the internet. What can I say? Buns? Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, but now I'm hungry all over again. I want to go up to San Francisco, go to Chinatown, and get some proper dim sum. Pancakes with whipped cream. Oh, Canadian maple syrup. Okay, Apex, quit it. You know my weaknesses. Hello. Okay, yeah. Oh, I love a good question. Hello, sir. I would like to know if you see the knives from the anime, the dragon prints of the character Rayla, and how much it would cost me. So, did you ever see the video when I forged those? Yeah, so Netflix out of the blue reached out and asked me if I would, I'm just a big kid, ignore me. Hey, it's okay. We're all big kids here. That's what we were talking about. You know, you got to have that sense of play. You got to have that sense of joy. You can't snuff the joy, you know, of being a kid. Be a big old kid. Life's too short. Those looked awesome. Okay, cool. I'm glad you liked them. But yeah, Netflix reached out and they're like, hey, do you think you can make them? Like, of course. Now I want a T-bone steak. Ooh, that does sound good. Yeah, I primarily, I go real veggie heavy for my diet. And then every now and then I'll add in elk, mule deer, or something like that. And, oh man, love it. It's a good treat every now and then. You know what I mean? Zach, well, thank you. Maybe I'll have to do like a story time sometime. I would love that. I would love that. You know, it's funny. I grew up hating my voice. I hated it until I started like doing stuff like this, and then people were like you saying stuff like that, and well, here we are. Story hour. I do like that. Jason Smith says, "How's the great oak coming along?" Ooh, I wish I could show you, but I don't want to outrun my content. I'm about to post another video. This time around, we're going on site. You're gonna see the site. So I'm excited for you to see the site. Oh, I'm very excited. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. We have branches. We do have branches. That we do. Ooh, what is the first thing you've made? That goes way back. Oh, you gotta specify. Because I was always a creative kid. So I mean, like, since infancy, I was always creating. Either be Legos, rocks, wood, anything. You gotta be more specific. Is it like, forged steel? What do you think? Leaves are imminent, actually. Ooh, little hinty hint. All right, I gotta block it now. What the hell were we talking about? Ooh, first things. You know what I used to do? Forge steel and stuff. Yeah. So when I was like a freshman year in high school, what I would do, I was always a very socially awkward kid. I was just a lot. Go figure. I was a lot. You know, it just, people just didn't really know what to do with me. I didn't really fit in anywhere. And so what I started doing is I'd forge steel roses for my crushes. And I would come with just a forged steel rose and I'd give it to them. Super awkward. And then I'd probably go run off somewhere. And no, I wouldn't sell them. I should have. I could have made a killing on Valentine's Day. But no, I was just trying to show people how I felt because I couldn't say it. You know, I utterly lacked the confidence, the verbiage, the nomenclature to be able to present my feelings, but I would forge a steel rose and like, good, and then run away. So those are some of the first things. I would make my mom a lot of stuff, back in the day, because I was learning. I was learning, and I wasn't ready to sell things because I didn't feel like I was worthy of it, Sorry if I spelled things wrong. Oh, English is not your first language. What's your first language? How interesting. Grace, I know. Ooh, the iron oak you're making is made of steel instead of iron. It is. Well, it's hard to find iron these days. Now that steel is just steel is just everywhere now. There's not really like iron anymore. Oh, she's doing great. I got to go visit her. It's interesting. So this might be too much information, but like parents are hard. Family is hard. there was a time in my life where I was taken away. In like my early teens, I was taken away, which, hey, I'm not regretting whatsoever, because I had a really traumatic childhood, and that fueled my need to create an imaginary land for myself, a place where I can escape to and be safe. Like, I don't think I would have cultivated this imagination if I was safe. So I'm very grateful that all the things happened to me the way they did, because I'm able to do this, But there was a time where I was taken away from her, and then as an adult, I was able to return. So I'm almost like rebuilding that relationship. You know what I mean? Love her to death, and it's no one's fault. It's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And it's been really interesting to now almost like re-meet your parent as an adult, which is really an interesting journey. Because they still will treat you like you're 12, it's hard. But we're getting there. We're getting there, baby. All right, I'm missing comments. I'm sorry, you guys. Made you who are you today, guaranteed. Jason, 100%. We're all who we are because of all of the trials and tribulations that we have had. Kylie, want to help me D&D playing? Yeah, absolutely. My party, okay. We got D&D stuff. All right, Kylie. So Kylie, let me give you all some background. Oh, this is all happening at once. Kylie is a dear friend of mine, and we play D&D together every now and then, and it is a joy. An absolute joy. Okay, what has Kylie got going on? Want to help me with some D&D plan? My party has been blackmailed into murdering an Earth Genasi. A guild master, and they're about to meet her aboard a barge. Ooh. Did they already commit this crime? Did they already do the deed? Kylie, we need more information here. So are you the DM or are you a player? We need to get some clarification. Mutiny on the barge. Ooh, Matt, I like how you think. Yeah, a proper mutiny. Then you got a barge. Just saying. I think my beard is showing. Come on, Kylie, I need answers. Powder keg under the vessel. Oh, I love this. So yeah, I need information. Is like here we go. I'm DMing. Okay, here we go. They had to take care of her, or one of their kidnapped party members dies. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. What if this actually ties into the game that I was DMing for you guys? Okay, but you're gonna need a cadaver. Hear me out. Fake the murder on a cadaver. Make sure that they, are. Oh, this is gonna get really dark. Hopefully this isn't taken out of context to anybody. So they'll need a cadaver. Fake this deed, this very dark deed on the cadaver, making sure they're unrecognizable, maybe like a burn or something like that, right? They have to go into hiding. They're able to collect their party member, and then maybe the guildmaster could arrange revenge on the blackmailer. You know what I'm saying? Now, a victim can now be the new patron. You know what I mean? Oliver, hey! So good to see you. Full Metal Alchemist style, yes. Kylie, how does that sound? Because I think that's a good plan. Because no one will miss someone that's already gone, So work with the guildmaster to fake their own death. Yes, also, maybe they might take a health insurance plan. They don't have to guildmaster anymore. They can take an early retirement take their barge into some beautiful remote island somewhere. See, now we're off to the races. Now we're getting somewhere. See, this could be very beneficial. Yes. Jason, good singing today. Love the great spirit. Oh, absolutely. Gotta go Buck. Hey, take care. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in and having a wonderful conversation with me. I love these. Love it. Thanks for the inspo. Kylie, you got it. Is there any more? Does anybody else have questions? That was fun. See, this is one of the, this is why I love DMing. Well, this is why I love D&D in general, because you get to like explore new neural pathways that you would never have to in real life. You know what I mean? You get to play with reality with low stakes. Not that I ever want to like, I don't know, arrange this type of terrible situation this party's in, but it's a good challenge of empathy is what it is. You're thinking through different characters, you know? You're able to explore different backgrounds. You're able to explore different neuropathies, you know? And I feel like maybe the reason that everyone's kind of a little on the divided end is because no one's really challenging themselves to see each other's points of view anymore. And I think that's what D&D is incarnate, is seeing another point of view and being able to challenge yourself to understand and be empathetic to what someone believes. The old boombox on the wall, what's the story behind it? Oh, which one? This? Let's see. That thing? There's two of them. Yeah, there was one year where a cloud of bees swarmed in here and took one over. I'll never forget it. So I was in the drill press at the back of the shop, and I was like, damn fly, but it was a bee. And I was like, there's a bee, and then there's two bees, and I turn around, and the whole shop is a tornado of bees. So I was like, oh crap. So it was about lunchtime anyway. So what I did, they were trying to get inside of the big old speaker, and I cranked them up, and they bump. They are loud, and they sound so rich and warm. So I cranked up the Bee Gees. Literally, I cranked up the Bee Gees because I thought it'd be a funny pun just to myself. Cranked it to 11, and I left for lunch. It did not deter them. Apparently, they're really into disco. And I had my buddy, a beekeeper, come over and take it away. And he put the queen into his own bee box, and now it's back. But yeah, the bees are happy and well. But yeah, I'll never forget that. But my a dear friend of mine, a neighbor, gave me those. They were throwing them away, and they asked me, I was like, do you want them? I'm like, hell yeah, I want them. They sound so good. But good question. Thanks for asking. How funny. But yeah, bees, man, little spooky when they swarm. I think they swarm in the spring. I think it was a springtime fiasco. And actually, we got some video of my good buddy and I taking that thing down in the middle of the night. Every now and then I'll go and watch it, and it's the funniest thing I've ever watched. Do I know what wood they're made of? No, I think it's some type of laminate. It's some type of laminate on the outside. It's not like solid. They're not that nice. Oh, where's Copper Dog? Copper, Hip, come here, buddy. He's never far. But thank you for reminding me. Yeah, we got to get some Copper Dog. Oh, this is great, you guys. There was an awesome thunderstorm last night. It was so great. Lightning racing across the sky. I never get to see that stuff, so I was pumped. I was running around like a lunatic. Oh, there he is. Copper Dog, come here, buddy. Mr. Copper Dog. Here he is. Yeah. Here he is. Oh, Mr. Dog. I left my concrete outside. Expensive mistake. Oh, no. Hey, but now you got like decorative rocks. How's the old anvil coming along? Oh, great question. I actually have another video coming out of, I'm starting to rebuild a lot of these tools. So the anvil is definitely going to be its own video. I'll go do a deep dive into the history of it all. I'm really freaking excited. But yeah, it's indeed a Peter Wright. Yeah, it's right there. But I have a lot of fill to do, a lot of grind, a lot of fill. It's gonna be a task. But I'm really excited to embark on that adventure. It'll take you guys along the way with me. I'm really looking forward to it. What do you say, Copper? God, he stinks. He needs a bath. Whew. I missed why he has the donut. Yeah, can I ask Troy? Of course you can. He had a funny little growth. Are we still doing tea time via your Patreon? Oh yeah, we just had it. He had a funny little growth on the side of his wrist. And I had it removed because it was indeed cancerous. I think they got it all, so I think he's fine, thank goodness. I'd be inconsolable if he wasn't. But yeah, he's got sutures, he got stitches. So the donut is pretty much a replacement for a cone. He likes that a lot better. Plus he's able to like lay down and sleep wherever he wants. He's just got a pillow all the time. Oh, awesome, Oliver. It'd be great to see you. We've missed you. Man, I wish I could join Patreon. I'd love to see some tea time. Yeah, you're always welcome. Always welcome. That goes for every one of you. It's become a pretty cool family. You know, just super creative, kind of just outside the box type of people, and it's just wonderful. Well, honestly, I feel like there's more people outside the box than in it. I think the inside the box thing is a myth. Oh, you have an eighth? Oh, German Shepherd mix. That is my worst fear. Oh, yeah, it's the worst. Oh, Matt, that'd be terrific. Yeah. Yeah, the door is always open. And it's such a blast to be able to have like an absolute, like actual Zoom call so I can see your faces and have a conversation when it's not totally one-sided like it is now. You know what I mean? I recently had to do the same with my Doberman. Oh, gosh. Outcome is not as good as Copper's. Oh, Troy, I'm really sorry. And I'm really hoping that everything's good with him. I don't know for sure. So we'll just hold on, you know? Yeah, the rope. Yeah, I'll use that for rigging and stuff. I got like... You know, there's rope everywhere. You know, like just, you know, for hoisting, for moving stuff around. You can move mountains with snatch blocks, hoists, and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. If you know some engineering, you could really... Oh yeah, also Troy, super sorry about the Doberman. My goodness. There's just nothing more heartbreaking than that. You know, it's a part of the family. It's part of your soul. What's your favorite tool in the shop? I can't say that. They're all listening. Yay! You're finishing up school. That's huge. Man. The most... excessive, like, tea draining ever. God, I love these. It's fun. It's fun to be able to like hang out and like connect with you all, you know? It really fills my heart with joy. Because I don't know, like when I read all of your comments and stuff like that, it's one thing. Like I love to be able to connect with you that way. But it's a whole nother when we're able to have like a back and forth. It's really cool. I get to know you guys. It makes me so happy. I wish I was done with school, that I could make more stuff. You'll get there. Have faith. You'll get there. I have faith in you. We're all believing and praying for a healing. Yeah. I still have a couple years to go until I stop school. School is tough. What is your most preferred use of the hammer? Random thought. Oh, forge and steel. But this 4-pound crosspeen has been my primary forging hammer for ever. For literally 20 some odd years now. If I had a penny for every time I've struck with this hammer, I have no idea what that would come to, really. But yeah, that is my bread and butter. But I've been promising this for too long now. We've got 13 pounds of titanium, which I cannot wait to make my new forging hammer. Like, not, I mean, this thing, I mean, will always be nearest and dearest to my heart. But I want to build something with this titanium so bad, and I can't wait to forge a proper forging hammer from it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely great. Rage, how you doing? Let's get this thing out of the way, shall we? There we go. That's better. That old rope flecks off so much like debris, so it's like raining crap around me. But I don't want to keep you guys too long. I just wanted to come and hang out and do our, our usual like Sunday chats. Where is my like little guy? It's around here somewhere. Because I love having ranges of the same tool. Like, I love that. For some reason, where is it? It's here somewhere. I'm gonna find it. Dang it. I feel lost without all my hammers in their own little place. Oh well, I'll probably find it right after this. No idea where it is. Anyways. Did I miss any comments and questions? Ooh, my granddad and had his old hammer helping with the wall. Oh, that's great. Absolutely. Object permanence, man. Exactly. If it's not right in front of me, it might as well not even exist. Ah! Yeah! See, look how cute. Look at how cute. Would titanium be a bad material because it's soft? No, because my favorite, well, I don't know. There's a lot of different types of titanium out there. But we're gonna experiment. We're gonna find out. But this, so I did a lot of framing. I did a lot of carpentry, building houses and stuff. To make this dream happen, I'd work during the day and I'd come home and forge. But this beautiful titanium 16 ounce, and it's a big framing hammer, and this thing absolutely, like a 16 penny nail didn't stand a chance. And I used the crap out of it, and it still has a waffle pattern on it, so it definitely can be a correct hammer for the job. I don't know if I'm gonna go like a cross peen like this one is, because it might be a little bit too brittle. So I might just do a rounding hammer. Sorry. I'm focused on too many things. A rounding side and a flat side. I might do that. I'm not too sure yet though. That's awesome. A walkway cover for my elderly neighbor. Oh, that's so cool. Ash, actually, I do not know. This is actually the original handle that came with it. Could be ash. It doesn't really feel like hickory. Doesn't quite, it might be ash. This is very light. But what I was saying about having a range of each tool, so like, from this little guy to this guy to this guy to this guy. It's just, I love having a nice range of the same exact tool because it's almost like different gears, right? Gears to a machine. Oh, and also like when it comes to like ball peens, like this little itty bitty dude. Oh, I love it so much. And then you go up into your bigger ball peens. It just makes me happy. And having them all organized in the same place where it's just like a nice, gradient. I love it. I love it. What's your favorite project I've ever made? Oh, I could never. One does come to mind, but I won't mention it. There's a little sculpture. There's a little sculpture I made a long time ago that I think still stands as one of my favorite creations. And it's not what you would think either. I'll have to show you my tiny hammer. Oh, I love. Yes, Grace. Do it in the Discord, please. I need this. I love little tiny tools. They're so cute. It's the best. Let's see here. I told you guys I was going to wrap things up, but no, you're all too interesting. I just rejoined your patron. Oh, Oliver, that's tremendous. Oh, that's incredible. I can't wait to have you back in tea time. I'll see you next week. Like the most fun process. Ooh, most fun process? Forging. Ooh, no. Most fun process is actually when I'm doing like vines and living things and leaves is sculpting. You got all the forging out, you got all the texturing out, you're all done with that. And then now it's time to come back with the torch or whatever. And you're able to move everything around in lovely little scrolls and things. It's just gorgeous. It's one of my favorite processes is making things grow. Making things look like they grew. What did Apex do? I'll tag you in a shop talk to remind you. Oh, there you go. Apex, you're so great, so helpful. Also, maybe we'll play Minecraft this evening. Now I got the itch, I got the hankering. I need to figure out a new project to work on. We are a fabulous bunch. You know what? We are. We are a fabulous bunch. And all of you fabulous souls out there, I'm going to bid you adieu. I don't want to, but I got more day, and I want you guys to get back to your day. I want you all to play. Think about ways you can introduce more play into your life. You know, that's where the magic is. You know, and it's sometimes really hard when you're in like burnout mode, right? When you're in burnout mode, or if you're just utterly overwhelmed by all the things that are ripping you down, all the maybe responsibilities and tasks and money troubles. Gosh, that's one of the biggest ones ever. Do your best to figure out some mode of play. And it could be literally anything. Like, can I make this crumpled up piece of paper in the trash can? Just play. All right? Be good to each other. Love you all. Don't forget to love everyone else, man. Like, just be a good person, be kind, and go play, dang it. Oh, so good to see you all. I'll see you next week. And probably I'll do maybe more lives throughout the week. Anyway, we'll figure it out. But as always, love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.